New Zealand captain Daniel Vettori says he couldn't have asked for much more after the Black Caps completed a 3-1 series win over England with a rain-interrupted 34-run win in Christchurch. The Tourists set a competitive total of 7 for 242 following a late flourish from Dimitri Mascarenhas and Luke Wright.
This is length. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry about that, Ross Taylor. You got no chance.
42. He was the anchor there at the top. Mustard failed this time. Bell 24. Peterson 39 and Collingwood 14. All promised but failed to deliver in this important final game. Shah 29. And the highlights, and there were a few, but they came from New Zealand early on where Mills was outstanding. He bowled a beautiful line of length into the breeze and he picked up Mustard in the process. And that was a good catch by Jamie Howe. Mills went on to get 4 wickets. That was the first of them. Chris Martin struggled a little bit. Alistair Cook picking him off twice through the onside. And Ian Bell prepared to go in the air on occasions and getting some good reward. He had 4 good boundaries early on in his innings. And then inexplicably, with a man out, he just lofted one down and Daniel flat on debut took a good catch and Mills had 2. Kevin Peterson has promised a lot. Hasn't quite delivered much, but he was in dominant mood here. And it was an ominous sign that he might go on to a big score. But Vettori came on, and he was outstanding. And he trapped Cook in front with a beauty. He was miserly, he was crafty. And then Patel came into the bowling lineup and straight away picked up the master batsman Peterson, and he was gone. That was the best piece of cricket in the whole day. Stump McCullum bowled Vettori. Collingwood, the best player so far for England in the series, he was gone. Luke Wright says, I can do a Mascarenhas as well. And they put on a good partnership, Luke Wright doing it again. But where was Mascarenhas? He still had his pads on as England struggled to get to the 200 mark. Jesse Ryder bowled a couple of good overs, only going for 5. Mills came back into the attack. He picked up Luke Wright. That was his 3rd. That was his 4th. Great catch by McCullum. Always Shah gone. Stuart Broad came out, played some lusty blows, but Mascarenhas had the final say as he laid into Jesse Ryder, who for some reason was left on to bowl at the death. 2 big 6s.
But once again, Brendan McCullum took the game away from England with a blistering half-century that included 6 sixes.
And again, thank you very much. 3 in a row. That is huge. That is enormous.
McCullum eventually fell to 77 off 43 deliveries. And despite a middle-order collapse from the Kiwis, they were comfortably in front when rain stopped play. New Zealand winning by 34 runs under the Duckworth-Lewis system and clinched the series.
Because after those first 2 overs, that was out, in my opinion. But I'm just a commentator. Ryder then got a full toss, put it away. But then things changed. Collingwood changed his field. And I don't know why, but he absolutely threw his bowlers. They started to bowl wide. They started to bowl short. They started to bowl absolute rubbish. In fact, that was a pie. And McCullum was starting to help himself. He was hungry tonight. Boy, he was starting to lap it up. Ryder was playing second fiddle. But side bottom started to lose it. And then McCullum went into top gear. Massive hit right into the top deck. What a catch that was. Next ball downtown. Ryder said, I might just get into this as well. And Stuart Broad came into the attack. Anderson came back. God knows why. He went for 3 sixes and 3 balls. Whackity-doo. 3 holy cows. And then a blue bases. Brilliant stuff from McCullum. Then Ryder was run out. He just got stuck with his bat. Jamie Howe looking good. Why wouldn't he? 139 in Napier. McCullum didn't bat through. He should have. But he didn't. And that brought Taylor to the crease. And he looked really good. Howe looked great. Everything looked swimmingly for New Zealand. Cruising, they were just sailing. A few outside edges, but nothing really to worry about except that one. Good catch from Mustard. Side bottom was still trying his guts out. Styrus had some good touches. A couple of deliberate little nudges like Dermot Reeve. Good stroke there from Taylor. And he really did look good tonight. Ross Taylor's played the straightest I've seen him. And then things started to twist and turn as Styrus hold out. Oh dear. Daniel Flynn, he got a duck. Trapped in front. Jacob Oram got a duck. A golden one. He was out of here, and the England boys were cock-a-hoop. That was out, caught behind. All 11 Englishmen met in the middle to say, what are you thinking, Billy Bowden? And then he just started to nudge it around, and a couple of little gap shots there as he worked his way to 7. Taylor picked up 2 boundaries to go to 41 for the night. And New Zealand were ahead on the Duckworth. 2:13 for 7, 30 runs ahead.
So, well, that confirms it for you. England 242 for 7 from their 50. New Zealand were 213 for 6. The game was getting interesting, then it rained. And they only got 37 overs, and they never got back out on the park. And the Duckworth-Lewis system said that New Zealand win by 34 runs, and they win this series 3-1.
Yeah, very proud guys within the dressing room. I think we played some great cricket throughout the series and deserved winners. So there's a lot of proud men in that dressing room, and hopefully we can carry this forward to the Test series.
Great to come back tonight, I thought, and start the way you did with the ball after the disappointments of Napier. Yeah,
and it was a completely different wicket. I think it was probably suited us a little bit more, and the way Kyle Mills in particular started off set a nice trend for us, and guys just followed on from that. So pleasing with the ball. We always thought they were well below what you could get on that deck, so we went out and chased it pretty hard.
I'm not too sure, 240 we were pretty pleased. We were in a bit of a bad position halfway through that innings, and I thought the guys, Righty and Demi, obviously come in the end and got us up to a total that we could defend. But again, the boys came out, Ryder and McCullum, and really took the game away from us. And they were very explosive in the first 10 overs there. Obviously put us under a lot of pressure, hard to bowl at, and the game went away from us. But again, the boys are very good at fighting back. We were still in the game there at the end when the rain came, and it was just bad timing for us, really.